Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If there is any problem with my audio or the video, please guys do let me know so that I can get that corrected right away. Okay. Uh, is everyone ready? Like, is everyone able to listen to me properly? Is there any problem with the same as well? Are you guys able to hear me properly, guys? Is my voice clear? Okay, that's great. That's great. Amazing, guys. We'll get started right away from today. Today, we will be discussing a little bit about machine learning, some introduction about the same so that we can get ourselves familiarize ourselves with some of the things. Okay. Okay, everything is good. That's great. So let's get started right away, guys. We'll not be wasting any more time. We'll get started with machine learning. A little bit about machine learning so that we are able to understand some of the most common terminologies, most common aspect of the different stuff that are actually present in machine learning. Okay, so we need to understand this. So let's get started right away. I'll just pop out the live chat on my other screen so that I'm able to see that properly as well. Okay. Okay, so let's get started right away. Let's start with what is machine learning. So this is just general introduction to machine learning itself so that we guys are able to understand between different things. Okay, so what is the difference between tuples and strings? Uh, very good question. See, Chetan, tuples and string both are immutable in nature and both are ordered in nature. So these both things that you are able to see that it is similar in one type. But when you see the data structure itself, it is evidently apparent how different they are. One of the things that is strings contain a sequence of characters. String is defined as a sequence of characters, sequence of A, B, zeros, special characters, spaces, all these kind of stuff. Whereas when you look at a tuple is a ordered collection of similar elements. One is a collection of characters, one is a collection of similar elements. We are able to see how different they are. It is just like saying that, okay, so like for example, you can contain many bags. So you are having a big polythene. Okay, you are having a big polythene. Inside of it, you have many bags of candies, and each bag of candies contains smaller candies itself. The small bag of candies itself is a string. So a tuple can contain multiple strings altogether, and strings contain characters. Okay, so this is the basic difference between them. Okay. Okay, yesterday's attendance link is not working. Yesterday's attendance link, like I said, only opens till 24 hours. 24 hours is done, link closed. What does immutable mean? Krishnan, we had referred to this yesterday as well. Immutable means something that cannot be edited, something that cannot be modified. It's called as immutable. Yes, immutable means can't change. So Arvind has simplified it as well. Okay. Okay, so let's get started right away, guys. We'll not be wasting any more time. Let's start with what is machine learning and a gentle introduction to machine learning. Now, please, like many a times when I refer to machine learning, people get confused with AI. Like they think that AI is machine learning is AI. That's not the case. Think of AI as a branch umbrella. Okay, think of it as a huge umbrella under which machine learning is just one part of it. Just bring me one glass of water. Okay. So just understand this like this. Okay. So for example, you are having your physics. Physics has multiple dimensions. So if you think of physics as a huge umbrella, and under it you are having your electrodynamics, you are having your thermodynamics, you are having your magnetics, you are having your fluid mechanics. So there are different branches, so like mechanical and so many different things under physics itself. Similarly, think of AI is the entire study of like intelligence, whereas machine learning is one part of it. Machine learning is the part of AI that focuses upon data, focuses upon learning, making a machine intelligent using data as its primary source. Whereas AI in general consciences is basically nothing else but algorithms, mathematical formulas, different type of like data structures that arranged together can lead us to good amounts of backtracking and DFS, BFS. So that's the main thing. There is a lot of difference when we talk about AI. It includes many different things. Whereas when you talk about machine learning, it basically means making and machine intelligent, making a machine learn from data itself. Okay, so try to Arvind as Vindan has said it correctly. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Thank you so much. So again, one more thing. What is deep learning then? Okay, we are here for deep learning. That's the main thing. Deep learning is a sub part of machine learning itself. Okay, deep learning is a sub part of machine learning, a part of machine learning that had been forgotten for many years, but due to the recent development in the hardware of the computers itself, now we are able to take full advantage of the power of the hardware itself, and hence deep learning has come into being. We'll be looking into deep learning very soon. Okay, don't worry about it. Is full stack development knowledge needed in machine learning? Totally depends. When you're going for the data analyst position, then no, full stack development does not matter at all. When you're going for a machine learning engineer position, then yes, full stack development will be very important in your machine learning engineer role. Okay, that's the only thing that you do actually there. Okay, again, let's get started. What is machine learning? So a little bit introduction I gave, how machine learning is different from AI, a little bit about deep learning as well, that it is also a sub part of machine learning. So machine learning is the art and science of programming computers so that they can learn from data. It is to make a machine intelligent, to give data to a machine. Okay, and machine is able to learn from the data itself. Are you guys able to understand? Okay, so the entire machine learning is a science and art of programming computers. Okay, so that they are able to learn from data. You do not have to feed in the entire rules that okay, if go left and then go right, then pick some bottles, then come back to the entire like home itself. You're providing data to it. Okay, that if you take left then right and then pick up the bottle, then you will not get bottle in your hand. If you take left and right and then go forward, then it will also give some type of different results. You feed in data to the machine is able to learn from the data and then come to the conclusion that okay, this is the process that if I follow this, then I will get the bottle on my hand. Okay, that's the main thing that you have to do. You have to feed in data to the machine so that the machine is able to learn from the data itself. Okay, a slightly more general definition will be machine learning is the field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Okay, instead of having a bunch of if else statements, okay, instead of having a bunch of if else statements, you are just easily able to learn from the data itself. You are just having some data and you are able to create rules on your own. Okay, create rules on your own. That is the main purpose behind machine learning. So just think about it. If you wanted to filter emails, okay, your only like task in the entire world was to filter out emails, classify them as spam or ham. Spam means a spam email and ham means a normal email that is not spam. Okay, in normal English vocabulary, if you guys are able to understand, spam means a spam email and a ham means not a spam email. Okay, so if you want to classify an email on the basis of ham or spam, what will you do? You will go through tens and different 10 or hundreds. Like you are a human, you cannot go through many different examples. Get through like 100 different examples of spam emails and not spam emails. We'll try to find out words that okay, if it is using for free. So let us just look at it. Can I write something on this? Let me just see. Mm, mm. I don't know if I can write something on this or not. Like I wanted to write and make you guys understand. I don't think so that is possible right over here. No problem that we will use the text itself. No problem. Okay. So let's look at the spam mail classification using machine learning. Okay. So in traditional programming method, in the early days, if you are given the task that you have to specify, like classify an email as spam or ham. Okay, spam means that it is a spam email, and ham means it is not a spam email. I'm doing that itself. I'm trying to explain what is explicitly programmed. Okay, we will be talking about this right now. Pala Rohit, just focus upon what I'm saying right now. You will be able to understand what does explicitly programmed means. Okay, in the traditional programming language. Okay, I'm talking about traditional programming, guys. Traditional pro. Okay, so traditional programming basically means without using machine learning. If you wanted to program this entire thing, that is classify an email into a ham email or a spam email, then how would you have done it? You would have got like 100 examples of spam and ham emails. You would have went through all the pages that, okay, these are the different examples that are available to me. You will have gone through all the examples and tried to figure out words, okay, that you guys are able to figure out that, okay, if the entire email contains for free, okay, or won, okay, or like lottery, or like $1 million, okay, not T, MILLION million. So if these type of words are included in the email, you will say that, okay, if these words are, you will just go through the email itself. If these words are found out, you will make an array of these emails, a list of this like words. If any word present in the entire like email, your fresh email contains these words itself, then it is a spam or it is a ham. Okay, otherwise it is a ham. Okay, this is how you do it using traditional programming. Okay, this is how you do it using traditional programming itself. You look at some examples, you'll try to find out some patterns within it. Once you have found out some patterns within it, you will be then using those patterns to make the classification. That is it a spam email or is it a ham email? This is the traditional programming method itself. This is called as a traditional programming. This is called as being explicitly programmed, that you are telling the entire program itself that, okay, if any word is present in the entire email that is like contained within this list itself, this list of words that I've contained, then program it as spam, otherwise program it as ham. This was a traditional method. As a human being, you cannot go through like more than 100 different emails at the same point of time, because you cannot read through all those emails very soon. And if you have like a 1 million emails that are available to you, then you will not be able to program such simple tasks using just like 100 emails itself. There will be a lot of different words that you will be missing, a lot of different patterns that you will be missing throughout the way. Now there is the second method. The second method is the machine learning approach, ML approach. Okay, so in ML, you will have all the data that you had. You will have your 100 million data examples, 100 million emails that you had. Okay, you will take all of that, you will make a machine learning model. Okay, so just like making some type of like just like settings type of thing. Okay, just spare me the entire like drawing. My drawing is not so good, neither is my handwriting as well. Lot of typing, guys, no writing. Okay, so 100 million. So your data, you will feed it into a model. Okay, the model is the machine learning model itself. The model will be able to learn from the data itself. The model will be able to learn from the data itself. It will classify. So all the emails that you're sending in, okay, that has been already classified. Okay, you know that these 100 millions are either spam or ham. Okay, so you have this binary classification already present for those 100 million examples. You fed it to the model tried to figure out different patterns, different words that were present inside the entire 100 million emails, and tried to like understand everything from those 100 million emails to just classify them as spam or classify them as ham. Okay, and then when you're sending in a new letter, okay, once the model has been trained, right now. Okay, the model has been trained. It learned from the data, it learned the different rules, okay, it formulated its own set of rules. You do not have to feed in the like, okay, if these are the words that it contains, then classify it as spam or classify it as ham. It learned on its own using the data itself. It created its bunch of different rules. You utilize just 100 emails to make your own spam or ham filter, but this is going through 100 million examples to make its own set of rules. So of course that will be much more robust than you can think. So when a new bunch of email is sent into it, a new bunch, we do not know whether it is spam or whether it is ham, and it will be categorized appropriately because it has learned from so many different examples. So this is one of the best things that you can do, because as soon as it is able to learn that, you do not have to train it anymore. It's done and dusted right over there. Now, for example, like the people who are making these spam emails actually came to know that, okay, you have created a machine learning model. Now they want to beat it. So they realize that whenever they are writing for free, okay, then the entire email is being classified as spam. Okay, spam or ham emails. Spam means it is a spam email. That is, it is a like, how can I say, spam means, what will be the better word for spam? I do not have it any important word for spam. Okay, can someone suggest me like what should be the better word for spam? I want to tell you to Kavya. Okay, ham means not spam emails, like normal emails itself, important emails. Okay, the model we have to create it. That's the main thing. That is where we come in. Our main aim is like, yeah, fraud or useless emails. That will be your fake emails, fraud emails, junk emails, or your spam emails. Whereas ham is basically the main emails itself, like what is important to you. Okay, that is not spam. So ham. So model itself, okay, that is what you have to create. Okay, the data itself will be provided to you. Sometimes you have to collect the data as well, but that's the main thing. Like you will be able to create a very robust system. Now the people who are sending these spam emails, they figured out that you have created a machine learning model. Okay, so they figured out that whenever they are writing for free in their emails, it is getting classified as spam. So they are like, okay, what should we do? So they changed it to for free. Okay, they changed it to for free. So what is happening is the model is not able to predict that this for free is also, some of the models can, some of the models are continuously learning from new and new emails as well. We will be discussing upon them as well, whether you do not need nibbles, but we'll be looking into it. Don't worry about it. Okay, but for example, for free is coming in. So what you can do is you can take up the new data, and you can again send it to training. Okay, you can collect the new data itself. Okay, you can collect the new data itself, and you can again send the new data to training itself. Okay, so that the entire model is getting rerun. The entire model is getting like remade inside of it using the new data. So continuously and parallelly itself, you are going to, like, the model is getting robust every single day. Okay, so what is spam? So like you are able to see, Saurav Kumar is doing the spam in the entire live chat. Okay, so that's the main example of spam, that when we are discussing like various different things, people are doing spam all along the way. So that is called as a spam. Okay, yeah, it is basically like again feeding ML. Okay, just like whenever the new color, the new flavor of the food comes in, you have to feed the model again so that it is able to learn from it. Okay, that is the main example for spam email classification. Okay, the last thing is one of the main examples. So what is data mining? Okay, we need to understand what is data mining right now. This is also one of the buzzwords that you are able to listen very frequently, that yeah, we are doing data mining and all this kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, those people do not even know what data mining actually is, because they haven't even practiced it. So the main thing about data mining is to get, how can I say, to get knowledge from data. That is called as data mining. To get relevant, important knowledge from data. That can be via data itself, that can be via model itself. You can use anything to get the knowledge from it. So for example, taking this example right over here. So let me just like rub this particular portion. Can you increase the size? Nah. This is really irritating. I have to rub it. Okay, so let us take this example again. So here, once the data has been trained, okay, the data has been trained, the model has been trained itself, okay. So once the model has been trained, so it has generated its own rules. Okay, like I said, it has generated its own rules. Now I want that rules. I want to know what is the knowledge that the model has actually generated. You can actually do that. Okay. Cryptocurrency, does it also depend upon data mining? I think so. You are very mistaken, Krishnan. There's no relation between data mining and cryptocurrency. None at all. Please try to understand. I'm telling you what data mining is actually. Data mining is mining knowledge from data. Okay, mining knowledge from data is actually data mining. Okay, so for example, here when the model is trained, the rules that it created, if you are able to extract those rules from the model itself, that is the knowledge. There is a list of words that the model has made. The model has made some list of words that basically it uses to classify the entire thing into like ham or spam. So these rules that the model has created, when you are able to extract it from the model itself, that is called as data mining. I'm so sorry. That is called as data mining. Are you guys able to understand? The rules that the entire model has created, to be able to extract it from the model and use it, that is called as data mining. Crypto mining is totally different, guys. It's basically based on hashing and everything. That's extremely different. This is data mining. Okay, deep learning, again, it's a batch of machine learning. It's a part of machine learning. We'll be looking into deep learning at the end of the entire thing, because that is what we are going to discuss. Okay, data mining. Are you guys able to understand? No, data mining is not same as data abstraction. Data abstraction is totally different. So the system develops a whole set of rules. If you are able to extract it, yes, it is called as data mining. Any kind of knowledge that you are able to extract from data is called as data mining. It could be predictions from the data. Using a machine learning models, you are doing predictions on the data itself. That is a type of data mining. To be able to build any kind of like reports from the data, that is data mining. To be able to take out like value, to be able to take out information, to be able to take a knowledge from the data is called as data mining. There is nothing in common between Bitcoin mining and data mining. Please do not confuse these. I do not even know why you are asking these. They are not even remotely related to each other. That's just saying like car and carpet are related to each other. There's nothing in between, similar in between them, except the word car itself. Okay, so like data mining and crypto mining is basically as similar as possible as car and carpet. So if you guys are able to understand by that particular example, okay. So that is one of the main things. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? Please guys do let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? I guess most of you have joined late. That is why you are asking these questions. Because like I've already completed answering all these questions up till this particular point of time. Like what is machine learning? I have already answered it. I've already explained it like fully. If you guys have not listened, the best possible thing is you can just like scroll back the entire like video and you can listen to me once again. That will be much more appropriate, I guess. Okay, this is a YouTube video. Again, we keep everything on YouTube so that at any point of time you can just roll back and listen to everything. Okay, so amazing. So machine learning, where is machine learning good at? Okay, problems for which existing solutions require a lot of fine tuning, a long list of rules. The same as ham and spam, if you're creating it on your own, you will have to write a long list of words that you want to like categorize as ham or spam. So that takes a lot of time on your behalf. So for those scenarios, you will be using machine learning. Complex problems for which traditional approach yields no good solutions. So again, like for example, with ham and spam, you will be able to go through like 1,000 emails at one point. You'll not be able to get like the most best of the models itself. But when using machine learning can go through hundreds of millions of different examples at the same point of time. Okay, can data mining turn raw data into useful thing? Data mining is the process itself, it's not a tool. Okay, try to understand this. Going to the like shopping is the entire process of buying different things. You have to use a car, you have to walk, you have to do different types of things. Okay, similarly, data mining is a particular like process and not a particular tool. Okay. Okay, then next, fluctuating environments. Machine learning system can adapt to new data. We have also seen that if the like spam, the people who are creating the spam emails, if they change the emails a little bit, machine learning models can adapt to it. If you had written rules, then that will not be able to adapt it. You will have to go through the entire emails, new emails again and again to add new rules to your traditional programming approach. Whereas machine learning can adapt to the new like thing. Okay, getting insights from complex problems and large amounts of data. So that is basically data mining. Okay, to get insights from data and like big data as well. So data mining will be used right over there. Applications of machine learning. So where is actually machine learning used at? Okay, so let us look at that right now. Is the PPT nice? Like I designed it myself. So yeah. So okay, so analyzing images of products on a production line to automatically classify them. Okay, so this is extremely simple. When you're having a production line to classify the entire thing into like okay, this is fresh, this is basi, like this is like rotten or something like that, all these kind of stuff you can do using machine learning. That's called as computer vision. Okay, you can attend one of our boot camps on computer vision as well, that is going to come up very soon. So yeah. Okay, next, detecting tumor in brain scans. So again, like computer vision is involved and deep learning also. Deep learning is involved a lot in this. So detecting tumors in brain scans, automatically classifying news articles. So classifying news articles like sports, drama, then like I don't know, tech, all these kind of stuff. Automatically flagging offensive comments on discussion forum. We need that on YouTube, but no matter what. Okay, so summarizing long documents automatically. So there is a long paragraph that is being given to you, an entire storybook, and you want to summarize the entire storybook in like 3 paragraphs. So it can be done using NLP, that natural language processing, and deep learning. So creating a chatbot or a personal assistant, Rasa is an example of that. Forecasting your company's revenue next year. So for ShapeAI, it's like, I don't know, what was the profit this time? 100 rupees. So we got like 100 rupees profit and we were like, yeah, we will do a party on this. So it was really very funny. So like we are almost like 4 people who are currently working at ShapeAI, and we got a profit of 100 rupees, and we were like, we will utilize this to buy chips. So app react to voice command. So basically Siri, okay Google, no, please Google, do not start right now. Siri and all these kind of stuff. Okay, then your Alexa, of course, Alexa, please do not forget Alexa. She will like throw rocks at me if I go into my room right now. Okay, detecting credit card frauds. Okay, so you are having your credit cards and everything, so detecting frauds and all these kind of stuff. Like anyone else is using your credit card in Michigan right now, and you are like, yeah, I'm sitting in Nepal, how can he like I use my credit card in Michigan? So that's basically the entire thing. Okay, then segmenting clients based on their purchases so that they can design a different marketing strategy for each segment. So basically this is used in your markets. So there's a good story behind it. Usually in US, when people started, when machine learning came into being in the early days, they did a customer market basket like optimization. Profit, it was profit, like 100 rupees profit, not revenue. It does not mean anything because we spend everything on the classes itself, so there is no revenue for us. The profit was like 100 rupees. 100 rupees was left due to some of the reasons, like one person applied for something and then he forgot to come to the classes or something like that. So 100 rupees was just left. So that was the main thing. Okay, so what I was saying was So in the early days of machine learning, in US, Walmart did so this was a research by Walmart. So it did a segmentation of what people are buying together in their like markets, in the shops, what people are buying together. So they found that diapers and beers are something that are being bought together. So they did a market basket optimization, that okay, if these are the things that are bought together, then we will separate it throughout the store. That when you are buying like two things, when you are buying bread and eggs together, then just separate it around in the mart, so that breads are on the left hand side and the eggs are on the right hand side of the entire market. So now you have to buy both of the things. So when you are roaming through the entire shop itself, then you will be buying more things as you are looking at many other things as well while going through the entire thing. So this is the market basket analysis, market basket optimization. So this is something that you need to understand, that beers and diapers were being bought together. Why? Because when like the dads were being sent to the market to bring about like the diapers for their children, so they used to buy some cold beers along with it as well. Okay, so that's the basic thing. Okay, so that's the main thing. So moving further, recommending a product to a client may be interested in based on the past purchases. So basically this is the like frequently bought together stuff. So that is the recommendation engine in Netflix, in Amazon, and Flipkart. That is always the recommendation like engine or something like that. Okay. uh, okay, that's great. So unsupervised and supervised learning, this is the two major type of learn. So there are four major types of like learning that can be possible. So you can divide machine learning into four different types: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement learning. So I'll just go through all these topics right now. Very important, guys. This is the foundation upon which the machine learning is actually built. I just wanted to go through everything so that when we are starting with deep learning, it is like a breeze for you. Okay. Oh. There are four major categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Okay. Okay. So in this part, we'll go through all the type of learning, trying to get a high-level intuition and understanding behind all these techniques itself. Okay. So supervised learning. In supervised learning, the training set that you feed in the algorithm includes both the desired solution, also called as labels. Okay, and we can get the data, that is the books that we are going to teach. So basically let us take up the entire like ham and spam emails. Okay. So we are taking up the ham and spam emails itself. So in that particular example, if you see the email itself, the body of the email itself is the data, and the tag, that is it is ham or it is spam, is called as the label. So you are having the data, that is the email itself, and the tag, that is the label, that is it ham or is it spam. So these type of data, when you have to like put in like labeled examples exactly. So labeled examples, so you are having an email and the label, that is it is spam, email it is ham. These type of data are, when they are used by a machine learning, it's called as a supervised learning. Why supervised learning? Because it needs a human being to create the data first. The data needs to be created first, the labels, like the data and then the label upon it needs to be created first. Okay, that's why it is called as supervised. You need a human being to make the data itself. Like you will get the emails, the human has to go through the entire thing and label it as spam or label it as ham. So once the entire data has been created, that is the data and the labels along with it, then the entire model can function properly. Okay, so hence it is called as supervised learning, because it needs some adult supervision to do it. Okay, basically like you need a boss to just like tell it that okay, this is what you have to do or something like that. So that is why it is called as supervised learning. The second thing is unsupervised. So these are some of the important supervised learning algorithm, so not covered in this course. Okay, this is basically what I've taken it from the entire training and internship program. So I've just like put it right over here. So not in this particular program. So k-nearest neighbors, linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machines, decision trees, random forest, neural networks. So neural networks are what we are going to do right now. Like this, the deep learning. The deep learning is all made upon neural networks itself. Okay. Oh my God, I need some more water. Okay. So unsupervised learning. So unsupervised learning, as you might have guessed, is the training data is unlabeled. Okay. So the training data is unlabeled. There is no label on the data itself. Hence it is called as unsupervised, because you do not need anyone to put up labels on the training data. It's just the data. You just take in the data, you feed it into the model, and it will spit out the results to you. That is the best thing about unsupervised learning algorithms. Now these type of learning algorithms are used where you want to create segmentations, when you want to create groups of similar data. So for example, in the customer market basket segmentation, okay, so the market basket segmentation that we talked about, like, okay, it's that the beers and the diapers are being bought together. So these type, when you want to group data together, group similar data together, this is where you will be using the unsupervised learning. Okay, this is where you will be using the unsupervised learning itself. No, supervised learning is not synonymous to traditional programming. In traditional programming, you will have to create rules by your own. You will have your like labels. You will have to do the labels as well. But in traditional programming, you will have to create the rules as well. In machine learning, the rules are being created by the machine learning model itself. Okay. In unsupervised learning, usually you create, yes, we'll be sharing the slides. Please do not worry about it. At the end of the entire bootcamp, we'll be sharing all the material with you. Okay. So please don't worry about it. Again, unsupervised learning algorithms usually used to divide out different clusters, to categorize things into one cluster, like categorize similar things into one cluster. So this is a particular like example of how like visual algorithm, like clustering algorithm actually works. So basically we took in like 60,000 or 70,000 images of cats, automobiles, trucks, frogs, ships, aeroplanes, horse, bird, dogs, deer. We took in all these different images. There was no labels associated with it. The labels has been put up just so that you guys are able to understand how unsupervised learning gives the output itself. So when we did the entire clustering for it, when we fed in the entire data to a unsupervised learning algorithm, you guys are able to see that the automobiles, the trucks, the ships and planes all were categorized on the left hand side. So trucks, automobiles, ships and planes were categorized on the left hand side, whereas bird, frog, cat, dog, deer, horse were categorized on the right hand side. Okay, so are you guys able to see that even though there was no labels, okay, even though there was no labels, it was able to categorize the two, like it was able to separate the living and the non-living things just by their pictures itself. No labels associated with them. The labels has been put so that you guys are able to see different things. The cat and dogs were placed like nearer to each other. Deer and horses are placed near to each other. Frog and birds are placed near to each other. So these are the different things. Automobiles and trucks, okay, automobiles and trucks are placed near to each other. Okay, so that you are able to understand these all things. So this is how a unsupervised learning algorithm works. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? In supervised learning algorithm, it works via the ham and spam rule. You have to have the data as well as the labels. That's why it's called as supervised learning algorithm, where you need a person to make the data and make the labels associated with the data as well. Whereas in unsupervised learning algorithm, you just need the data. There is no labels associated with it. And that is one of the best things about it as well. Okay. Now coming to semi-supervised learning algorithms. Semi-supervised learning algorithms, since labeling data is usually very time consuming and costly as well. When going through millions of different examples, you'll have to keep many people to just go through the data, label it. And if the people are not labeling it correctly, then you are in your deep trouble as well. So there's a lot of different things that you are actually spending a lot of money over it as well again. Okay, so you often have plenty of unlabeled instances and a few labeled instances. You can have like 100 labeled images and millions of unlabeled images as well. Some algorithm can deal with a partially labeled data set as well. A good example of this is Google Images. Okay, if someone has used Google Images, then I will just explain one concept to you. You will be able to understand semi-supervised learning very easily. Okay, have you any of you, have you used Google Images? Okay, have you used Google Images at this particular point of time? Have you used Google Images at any point of time, guys? Can someone let me know on the live chat? Have you used Google Images? Okay, that's great. So people have used Google Images at some point or another. So what happens in Google Images or even in Facebook sometimes, like if you're familiar with Facebook, you will be able to identify this. Okay, so you are shown a picture of a person. Okay, and Google will ask that what is the name of this particular person. Okay, it will ask like what is the name of this particular person, and you will say that okay, this is Shaurya. It looks something like this. So you'll say that okay, this is Shaurya, I know him. This is the name of that particular person. In Facebook as well, it will just show you a box around the face and it will ask that okay, what is this? What is the name of this particular person? And immediately, as soon as you are like labeling it as Shaurya, all the other images that contain similar pictures of Shaurya get categorized together into a folder. Like when you search for Shaurya, instead of just this photo coming up, all the photos in which a particular person who just looks like Shaurya is coming up on your search results. Similarly with C as well. So for example, you have a particular, like you search for SCAC, all images that had oceans or like rivers in them, they start appearing on your screen. Okay, all the images in which you had ocean or something like that, they start appearing on your screen. This is an example of semi-supervised learning where you had 15 different pictures of Shaurya. You just labeled one of them. You labeled only one person. Even in Facebook as well, you will label only one person and you will get like all the pictures that you had labeled as Shaurya. This is called as semi-supervised learning. Here, the Google is just taking one example of Shaurya, one labeled example of Shaurya, and clustering, grouping together all the photos in which it is able to find Shaurya in it. Okay, so that's one of the examples, best example of semi-supervised learning. This is the best example of semi-supervised learning, guys. Are you guys able to understand this example? This is the best and the most common example to like understand semi-supervised learning. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yeah, even like I have never used Redmi phone, so I don't have any idea. But if you're saying that then Redmi phones also use this classification. I've seen it in Google Pixel. I've seen it in I've like hacked version of Google in my Android and iOS as well. So I have seen that. So I'm just talking from my own experience. So are you guys able to understand this? This is the most simplest example of semi-supervised learning so that you are able to get some idea. If someone is talking about semi-supervised learning, you are able to see that, yeah, I know something about this. Okay, I can go into the conversation and talk something about this. Okay, so one of the best examples just to understand. Okay, amazing, amazing, guys. Moving further, reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is on another level. Like these all things look very puny before it. Okay, it's like a beast. It's like the Hulk in the entire team, the strongest Avenger. Okay, the learning system is called as an agent. Okay, the entire model itself in reinforcement learning is called as an agent. Okay, and the entire observant, like the entire environment around it, the entire thing in which the model is present is called as its environment. Okay, so let us try to understand reinforcement learning in a very like easy sense. Okay, so you are a dog person. Let's take an example. You are a dog person. You went to the pet shop and bought a dog for you. So let us just make a dog. Yeah, my drawing is exceptionally bad. So this is a dog. Okay, try to understand this as a dog. So this is your model. Okay, the dog is your model itself. And why is he so thin? Because his he has to shift in with his younger brother due to COVID, because the like office is closed right now and you have to work from home, and he's not being given anything to eat because his younger brother eats everything. So that's why he is very thin. Okay, so the entire room, the entire house in which the person lives, think of it as the environment. Okay, that is the environment for that particular person and the dog as well. So, and this particular person is also in the environment itself. Okay, so like Okay, so this is a small example of reinforcement learning. Let's try to analyze this. So you will have a Scooby biscuit. Okay, you have a Scooby biscuit right over here. Okay, you say sit. Okay, the dog is like, what he's saying, like, I'm not able to understand this. So you say sit until and unless the dog actually sits. So first of all, he will try to jump. Okay, the dog jumps. You say bad dog. Okay, you say sit, the dog jumps, you say bad dog. Okay, that you are a bad dog. Okay, so the dog is like, okay, this is a negative feedback to the dog. Okay, this is a negative feedback being given to the dog that you are a bad dog. So you again say sit, the dog rolls around. So again you say bad dog, it again gets the negative feedback. Then you say sit once again, so the dog actually sits down this time. Okay, so let me just draw a dog that is just sitting down. So you again tell the dog to sit down and the dog actually sits. Okay, so now you give him the like Scooby biscuit. Okay, now you give him the Scooby biscuit. This is a reward. Okay, the Scooby biscuit is a reward actually. Okay, so this Scooby biscuit when given to the dog is a reward. Now the only aim for the dog is to increase the number of rewards that is able to get and to decrease the number of negative feedback that it is going to receive from the owner itself. That is the main idea behind it, that to increase the number of rewards that it is able to get and to decrease the number of negative feedback that is able to get. Now according to the dog, using this entire transaction, you say sit, the dog sits, and you give him a reward. Okay, now the dog creates some rules. Okay, the dog creates a rule that, okay, every time I sit, I get a reward. This is the rule to optimize for the number of Scooby biscuits that are he is able to get from it. Okay, to optimize the number of Scooby biscuits that he is able to get from it, dog creates a rule that, okay, every time I sit, I will get a biscuit from the owner. Now what happens is you say the dog jump. Okay, you change the dialogue. You change the command. Now you say jump. Okay, the entire rule that the your model, your agent, okay, it is not the model, it's called as the agent. Okay, your agent, that is the dog, creates is like, okay, every time I sit, I get a Scooby biscuit. So whenever you say like jump, the dog sits, and you say bad dog. Okay, you say bad dog. So now the dog is confused, like, I created a particular rule, okay, according to what I was able to learn, and when I'm sitting down, according to me, I should have gotten a Scooby biscuit. It should have optimized my chances of getting a Scooby biscuit, but now I'm getting a negative feedback. So the dog is able to create a new rule that whenever I'm sitting, whenever I say sit and I'm sitting, I'm getting a Scooby biscuit. The next rule that it is able to create is whenever I'm saying jump and the dog is jumping, I'm able to get a Scooby biscuit, and so on and so forth. So the more the entire agent is able to interact with its environment, the more number of rules it is able to create. The only aim for the entire agent is to optimize on getting more number of rewards and to minimize the negative feedback that is able to receive from the environment itself. Okay, that is the main reason. Now this reinforcement learning is what, like, if you guys are very familiar with Dota 2, okay, for those who are like into gaming and all those kind of stuff. So Dota 2, the biggest and the baddest people in Dota 2 were defeated by like reinforcement learning, machine learning, AI based algorithms. So that is the main thing, that these algorithms are so powerful that they defeated like 5 out of 6 times, like they defeated 5 times, they defeated the world champions in Dota 2. So that's the main power of reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning are used to train Asimo the robot. Asimo the robot has been created by Honda. That is the only fully autonomous robot, except the hands. The entire robot is fully autonomous. The entire, like, he learned to walk just by using reinforcement learning. Okay, so in real machine, it's basically plus and minus 1. So if you are getting reward, it will be plus 1. If you are getting negative feedback, it will be minus 1. So that is also called as penalties. So that is the main thing that I'm trying to explain. Reinforcement learning, a very, very, like, on another level it is. But in jobs, reinforcement learning is not at all important. This is just for people who want to go into research. Okay, only for them reinforcement learning is important, because reinforcement learning is nowhere used in normal jobs itself. Okay, so try to understand this. This is very important from a perspective for a particular person who wants to go into like research, PhD or something like that. But for a data analyst, for a machine learning engineer, for a normal person who wants to go to a good job in data science, it is not at all important. Okay. Okay. So that is it. Okay, that is the main thing that I wanted to tell you guys. So what defeated AlphaGo? So AlphaGo was also defeated. Like AlphaGo was the like reinforcement based machine learning algorithm that defeated the grandmaster of Go. So Go was a pro like game itself, like a chessboard game type of thing. So they defeated it. So yeah, ML is applicable in IoT. IoT, see, ML is something that can be incorporated in anything. That's the main feature of ML. Anything that can be optimized. Okay, anything that can be optimized, ML is there for it. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay. Quite rough. I thought this was really interesting. Are you guys able to find this interesting or not? Like, because to me, this is really very interesting. Like, I like to teach all these stuff because I like people to know what actually is like reinforcement learning, what actually is machine learning, what actually is data science. So that is something I really like to teach. And yeah, are you guys able to understand this up till this particular point of time? I hope that you guys are able to understand. I'm able to like increase your knowledge on this, because like that's the main purpose of these boot camps. Okay. That's great. So people are able to understand. At least I'm like I'm happy about that. Some people will be finding it boring. I don't know why. Maybe they are very like they know everything. That can be one of the case. But like I don't know everything. I never will know everything. My job is to help people to understand these topics. To have any type of misconceptions that you guys are having, I want to clear that it. Okay, that is the main thing. Okay. Scooby Doo. Okay, so the slides and the PDFs will be shared on all the groups. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So people are able to understand everything about it. That's great. That's great. Okay, tell me the difference between supervised learning and reinforcement learning. In reinforcement learning, there is no data. Actually, like reinforcement learning, the data is basically the agent itself, whatever the agent is able to gather from its sensors. So basically it can have a lot of, it can be a robot. Your agent can be a robot. It can have a lot of different number of sensors that are taking in data in real time and using that data to learn. Whereas in supervised learning algorithm, you have data like ham and spam classification. You have proper like emails and their associated labels, and then it is going from there. Okay. Will freshers get data science jobs? Yes, freshers, the only job there are two jobs that a fresher can get in data science. One of it is data analyst, and the second one is AI or ML engineer. Okay. So why does that dog look like a rat? Because my drawing is not so great. Okay, so there are two jobs for freshers in India. I'm talking about India. I'm not talking about US. So please do not like compare these two. I'm talking about India. There are two types of jobs that are available: a data analyst job and a machine learning or an AI engineer. Okay, a machine learning or an AI engineer needs to learn both data analysis as well as full stack web development to become an AI engineer or an ML engineer. That's why it's very, very, very tough to become a ML engineer, because proper guidance is not available. Like I myself, I'm an AI engineer and an ML engineer as well. So I can tell you, like, there's no proper guidance available in the market right now. I'm not able to join Python WhatsApp groups because the groups are full. I will like talk to them and I will let you guys know. Okay. Yes, data analyst fresher also gets paid a lot. The lowest is being paid to a software engineer. Then comes a full stack web developer or a full stack mobile application developer, and then it comes like an data analyst, and then the topmost is given to an AI or an ML engineer, because an AI and an ML engineer has to learn both data analysis as well as full stack web development. So it's very tough, very, very tough. Salary of a data analyst, see, I cannot disclose that, but like just trying to understand, like for a good company, I'm talking about a good MNC in India, I'm not talking about US. Okay, in India, software engineer will be paid about like 12 lakhs an annum. A full stack web developer will be paid between 16 to 18 lakhs an annum. Data analyst will be paid around 18 to 22 lakhs an annum, 22 23. And AI or a machine learning engineer will be paid more than that. So that's the main thing. Is cybersecurity bootcamp available? Cybersecurity bootcamp, yes, we are going to start. One person from Google is going to come and teach you guys from the first of the next month. We are going to start with like cybersecurity classes as well, like bootcamps, of course, bootcamps. Will ML help ECE engineer? That totally depends. If you want to get converted from like ECE engineer to like software development job, then ML is a good option for you. Okay, because like due to the pandemic, many jobs in ECE has actually gone, and you must have heard that Intel is, like, according to me, Intel is dying. Like in the next 6 years, Intel will be gone from the face of the earth. Like that's what I'm able to see right now. Okay. Your examples are too good, but would you tell us big data analyst and not normal data analyst? See, big data analyst, you will be able to understand that only if you are able to understand normal data first. You have to be a good normal data analyst to become a basic big data analyst. That's the main problem. Okay. Android development, not Android, we are planning for Flutter development, like Flutter boot camps. So we are thinking about it. I will just let you guys know whenever. Which engineer is paid heavenly? So which engineer is paid heavenly? So I've seen mining engineers. Okay, mining engineers, like good mining engineers, being paid like more than 40 lakhs, but they had like 30 years of experience as well. So that's the main problem. What about React.js? We are planning for a bootcamp on React.js as well. I will let you guys know as soon as possible. So please tell us about data analyst and how can we become a data analyst. Sure, like I can tell you that, like ShapeAI has been taking up many, like one of the main things that I tell every student is that a company is like looking forward for two things. Okay, one of them is skills in you. Okay, so one of them is skills, that you need to have the best skills that you are needed in data analyst. And the second thing is you need to have some experience, industrial projects, industry level stuff, grade projects that you are able to do. These are the two things that these companies are looking forward to. And there is such a vast amount of knowledge available on various different platforms that usually students don't know the exact thing that they have to study. What ShapeAI did was it took up like 30 students, like we started about in January, and they got like they released just right now, and our graduates, I can just show to you guys, our graduates have been placed in one of the top companies in India. Shubham Kumar got placed as an intern, like a data analyst summer intern at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs paid the highest. It was 1.1 lakh per month. That was his stipend. Devesh Vishwakarma got placed as a SWE intern, that is software development engineer intern at Reliance. Sahil Garg got placed at Nutanix. Harshit Mittal at SourceFuge, Mahi Patel at Deutsche Bank. You are having Raghav Loya at Walmart. You are having Goldman Sachs again, Avinish Kumar. Atulya Arya, she was not even from CS. She was from ECE background. So she got placed in Goldman Sachs as a data analyst intern. Abhay Patro at Wells Fargo. Ajit Garg at Wells Fargo. Yours truly, Ashish Modi, got placed at ShapeAI. So that was the lowest package that was given to him. It was 35,000 a month. Right now he's working at 50,000 a month. So Ashish Modi joined. He was in our first batch, and now he's working at ShapeAI. Vikas Kumar, ZS Associates. So he got placed at ZS Associate. Okay. Then he was from civil. So Vikas Kumar was not even from like any technical background as well. He was from civil. Then Abhishek Kumar, he was from chemical. So Abhishek Kumar was from chemical and got placed in Barclays. Bhavya Kala got an internship as a SWE at Microsoft. So these are the best students that we had, like the first batch. A student from right now from the second batch has got placed into Sony, at Sony as a data analyst research intern. So Sai Durga. So we'll be updating the entire website with the new students as well. So you can go to our courses, like I will just go through the entire thing. So this is the data analyst training and internship program that we are having. You can just check out the syllabus as well. So it's a 2.5 month long intensive industrial training and proper internship, where people directly from the big companies are going to come and teach you. So I will just show that to you guys as well. So we are having people directly from, like Madhav is from American Express, Nandini Jalan is from Google, Rahul Halalka is from Goldman Sachs, and yours truly as well is going to be an instructor and a mentor right over there. So these will be the people who will be teaching to you guys. It is going to start from mid-May to June. Okay, these are the 2 bootcamp batches that we are currently having. So I can go through the entire like syllabus as well. So in the entire syllabus, you will be able to see we'll be having data structures and algorithms and C++. So as you are able to see, we are having your entire data structures and algorithms. We are having the entire like competitive programming, because that is extremely important. Without that, you will not be able to get into any company. That is very important, guys. Introduction to programming will start with programming like data types and operators, control flow, scripting, or object-oriented programming, that is OOPS. Then you are having your intro to data analysis, so NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Capstone project, Anaconda, and Jupyter notebooks. Then you are having your statistics. Statistics is very important for a data analyst. Okay, so constructs, population, sample, correlations, cautions, hypothesis testing, experimentation, estimation, normal sampling distribution, t-tests, and so much more as well. Then we are having SQL. In SQL, you'll be studying with basics and advanced SQL and all these kind of stuff as well. Then we are having data wrangling, so gathering data, accessing data, cleaning data. You'll be working with CSV, Excel, JSON, Tableau, then your HTML, XML, beautiful soup. So you will be web scraping and all those kind of stuff as well. Then we'll be having machine learning. So in machine learning, we are going to cover every single machine learning, every single machine learning algorithm that is there. So from linear regression, support vector machines, k-nearest, SVMs, kernel SVMs, as you're able to see, more than 17 different machine learning algorithms. Then you'll be going into deep learning. So ANN, CNN, RNN, SOMs, Boltzmann machine, autoencoders, GANs, NLP, everything will be covered in the entire program. The entire thing is live. This will be 2 hours, 5 days a week in the evening after 7 p.m. The projects that you are going to do, so market basket optimization, that is something that I have told you right now. Mall customer segmentation as well. Facebook ads analytics. You'll be having your top 50 startup revenue, predicting employee salary, music generation, YouTube sentiment analysis, language translator, create your own Jarvis chat box using Alexa to, like, many of people are not able to speak. So using sign language, like Alexa will have a camera on top of it, and it is able to detect the sign languages, and then you can tag to Alexa using just sign languages. Emojify, wine quality test. We are having projects from Uber. We are having projects from Google App Store. We are having projects from Walmart, directly taken off from these people itself. So that will be one of the best projects that you will be able to do. Okay, technologies that you're going to learn. So GitHub, Python, Anaconda, Beautiful Soup, C++, Jupyter, Matplotlib, MongoDB, Statistics, NumPy, Pandas, and Seaborn. These are all the technologies that you'll be learning during the entire process. Along with that, so these are all live. Okay, these are the things that will be done live. Along with that, data structures and algorithms will be there on a daily basis. Competitive programming will be done on a daily basis itself. Then 2 hours. So this is 2 hours of live doubt session. So we have converted it into 2 hours of live doubt session. That will be 101 doubt session, so that you are able to ask your questions directly from your mentors itself. Then 2 hours of live classes every day. It's 5 days a week. Recordings to all the live classes. 10 plus certificates from top MNCs. You will have certificates from IBM, from Google, from AWS, from Microsoft, so, and many other like universities as well, from Stanford and many different places as well. At the end of it, you will get paid internship opportunities as well, fast doubt solving, interview preparation. So of course, we are preparing, our main course is to like train you for interviews itself. We have to train you for interviews. So we will have mock interviews, you will have interview preparation, LinkedIn optimization, GitHub optimization, how to prepare your resumes and all those kind of stuff. Letter of recommendation. So this is a proper industrial training and internship. Okay, it is a proper industrial training and internship. So you are having a letter of recommendation, you're having your certificates, and like I said, many different industrial level projects. Okay, many different industrial level projects. So all these things will be covered in the entire program, and along with that you will get access to two different recorded courses as well. So all this is live on it will be live on your Zoom. It will be live on Zoom, and the doubt sessions will take place on Google Meet. Along with that, you will get two recorded complimentary courses as well. This, as you are able to see, free two complimentary courses on machine learning engineer and full stack web development. That will be given to you, and you will get the syllabus for the same as well. So this is the syllabus. You can go through the entire syllabus so that you are able to see all the thing for the complimentary courses as well. The cost for the same is, like, on the website it's 5,500, but we'll be circulating a referral code to you guys so that you will get like 10% off on the entire program. Only you guys will be able to like get that, because like you guys are in the entire bootcamp itself. So we thought that we should give you that leverage over everyone else. Everything will be taught live using like Zoom itself. If you guys are interested, you can reach out to me. All the syllabus and all the other details will also be shared. As there are only limited seats, there are only 120 seats that are available. So like if the seats are getting filled, then we will not be able to take any more students. We'll be just closing the entire payment portal, and you will not be able to get into it. There are two batches. One is going to start from 25th of May, and the second one is going to start from the 1st of June. Yes, you will have the lifetime access to the recorded videos itself. The recorded videos have the lifetime access to it. The cost is not at all high, because like it is live classes, 2 hours each day via people from Google, American Express and Goldman Sachs. These people take a lot of money. Okay, actually we are getting like 500 or 700 rupees on our end. That's it. That's the only thing that we are getting at ShapeAI. And that too, we are spending the entire thing on these boot camps. We have to like have many different, you must have seen on Instagram and Facebook, we have a lot of different promotions that are going on for these boot camps itself. So we have to put it up right over there. So yeah, so if you have any questions, any queries related to it, you can ask me and I will help you guys out on that as well. The fees is 5,000 rupees. We are getting like the actual fees is 5,500 rupees, but we are giving you guys 10% off. We will send you the links on all the WhatsApp groups as well as Telegram channel, so that you guys are able to receive that. And if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp as well. I will help you guys out. One of the best thing is there are no prerequisites. Okay, one of the best thing is there are no prerequisites, just like we have said right over here. There are no prerequisites for the entire program. We'll be starting from scratch and going up till the entire like advanced level itself. You do not have to worry about it. And this is a proper training, industrial training and internship. You will get letter of recommendation and internship completion certificates and many other things as well. Is there a chance of extension of number of seats? Currently no, because we are having limited number of instructors itself. If we are able to find out much more greater instructors, we are able to source them, and there are many people who actually need that, then we will surely try to have another batch as well, but currently only a single batch. Can I just know in the entire like live chat, so that we are able to get how many people are actually interested for the same as well, so that like just write yes or something like that on the live chat, so that I'm able to just guess how many people are interested, so that I can just start finding a new instructor if there are more than 120 people who are actually interested in the entire same thing. Okay, just let me know in the live chat so that I'm able to get a normal idea of how many people are actually interested in the same thing. Okay, so yeah, that's great. So many people are actually interested in the same thing. Okay, so I will start looking forward to more number of instructors as well, who are because we need the best of the instructors, so that they are able to teach you from the best. And these people are actually cracked different companies. Okay, so these people are actually cracked different companies, so of course getting guidance from them would be very important for you guys as well. Is it internship guaranteed after this course? The entire program itself is in an internship. Okay, so of course internship is guaranteed, so that's the main thing. Okay, and these all projects will be on the entire like production level itself, on the entire industry level itself. The timing of the classes will be in the evening itself. You don't have to worry about it, because like of course like we understand that most of you are students, so you have to go to college in the morning. So and many people whoever have completed the courses, they are students itself. They are from first year, second year, third year, fourth year as well. So that's the main thing. Okay, okay, so that's amazing guys. The classes will be only after 7 p.m. in the evening. The live classes, there will be everything will be live in Zoom, and the doubt sessions will be in this as well. Okay, people are thinking that this is costly. No problem at all. You can refer to me, you can talk to me as well. I will point out to like the better places as well. When you go to other programs which are offering something very similar to this live program training and everything, the minimum cost that I was able to find was 63,000 rupees for 5 months program. Upgrad is charging 2 lakh rupees for the entire program. Cryo is charging 1.5 lakh rupees for the entire program. Your board infinity is the lowest that I was able to find, that was 63,000 rupees for the entire program. Then you are having your Scalar Academy. It is charging about 1.8 lakh rupees for the entire program. So when compared to that, ShapeAI is charging 5,000 rupees for the entire program. I think so. You can easily understand what is the difference, because we do not charge anything from our end. We only charge enough so that we are able to pay to the people who are actually coming to teach, because they do not come in cheap. Okay, these people take way more money than we actually thought that they will be taking. We actually came in a loss. Like last month, we got a like nuksan of about 50,000 rupees from our end. We had to pay it from our pockets itself. This month we got a profit of 100 rupees. So that was our profit, and we thought that okay, we will use this to like buy some chips and do party over it, and was the main thing. Okay, Edureka 25,000 rupees, and they will not be even live. Okay, Edureka provides recordings for most of the classes. So that's the main thing. So right now the lowest is Edureka itself. Okay. That's the this is not a business. We do not aim to set up a business itself. I'm earning a lot from my job. I do not want to set up any kind of business itself. I just want to provide what was missing at my time, and in my time this was not there. If this was there at my time, I would have cracked companies in just less than 6 months itself. The 2.5 months of training, then 1 month of practicing, and then I would have started applying to different companies. I had to wait till 2.5 years because there was no proper guidance to me. There was no one who I could actually ask, what should I do? How should I make my resume? What are the different topics that should be important from the perspective of an interview? There was nothing that was there from my end. So that was very, very, very difficult for me. So at that particular point of time, another person from like Microsoft, Parag, approached me, and he said that, dude, I'm also facing the same problems. And we were like, once we get a job now, we will start doing something like this. After we got a job, we came back together. He told me like, dude, do you remember that idea that we are having? Let's start doing something from the community itself. The community has given us so much. We should give back to the community. So we started with ShapeAI on a smaller level. The first batch, as you guys are able to see, the first batch got placed into like brilliant companies itself. So we were very proud of the first batch, and we were like, okay, this is something that is really making a change. Like there is nothing available for the entire people similar to this. Like this is unique in its own way. So yeah, we were like, okay, we'll start with this. We contacted some of our friends, and they helped us setting in the entire thing. The entire program, it's not a course, it's a training and internship program. If you are in first year, so Ashish Modi was in first year itself. We had people from second year, we had people from third year, we had people from fourth year, we had people from beyond fourth year as well. We had people from 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard. We had people who were 25, 27, 28 years of age. I even had a person who was 48 years of age. And I'm way smaller than that. I can guarantee you that I'm 20 to 25, 24 years smaller than him. So it was really very awkward at first, but yeah, he was able to get something out of it as well. That's the main thing, that like we were able to make a change, and that is something that we liked, and we continue with it. Currently, there are two batches for data analyst, the 25th May and the then the 1st and the 29th June batch. After that, we are not planning to continue it, because like it's summer is the main program where we can like give the entire time to the students as well. But we'll think about it. If we are able to get good instructors in the future as well, we will surely let you guys know. Okay, so coming back to the attendance link, take a screenshot for it. I'm 24 years of age, so you can take a screenshot of it and fill it up as well. So that was the entire thing, guys. The entire duration is 2.5 months, 11 weeks, 2 hours each day of live classes, 2 hours of doubt sessions. That will be 101. So yeah, that's the main thing. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I've already shared the attendance link. So those who have not taken a screenshot, this is a YouTube video. You can go back and take a screenshot itself. And the link always works. There's never a time that the link is not working. So you do not have to like think about it. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I hope that you will be joining the entire program. Nevertheless, you can follow the syllabus itself to learn on your own. You can take the syllabus as a reference to learn on your own as well. That will take you wonders, because now at least you have a particular structure of what you need to learn. Okay, so no problem in that. Like we will continue with this as well. There were like 26 people in the first batch itself, and that was the entire thing. We have still not put up many of the other things as well. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Surely if you have any doubts related to that, you can hit me up on WhatsApp, and I will try to answer your doubts as well. We'll meet tomorrow on the same timing, continue with deep learning from tomorrow. That is what we are going to start, neural networks and deep learning. I hope that you will be continuing it with us. Thank you so much, and good night, guys, and have a good day ahead. Thank you. This is not ending. I think so. My YouTube just hanged. I was not able to quit it. Yeah, I was not able to quit the YouTube. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day ahead. Thank you.